Action. Let's do this. Hello, nice to meet you, and it's a pleasure to be at this moment introducing myself to you. This is a video that is going to be like some minutes. I'm going to do a dynamic, like with the minutes, with different kind of steps. So we're going to have 6 steps and an initial step like this, like the 0 step. And in this initial part, the intention is to introduce me, even to say sorry for any kind of mistake that I could have, meanwhile just talking freely. The other thing is to show you this space. This is my room, this is my desk. I have here my work laptop and my own laptop. This is where all the magic just happened. Also, like when I'm just chilling out, maybe just listening to music, just watching something, or working, studying, and doing all these kind of activities that I want to try to just grow up. So the next part is talking about me, being like general. The first thing is my name. My name is Óscar López. In a Spanish accent, it's going to be Óscar López, but you just can call me as Os. It doesn't matter. It's not like any kind of trouble. I'm 25. Also, I live here in Medellin. All my life I've been living here, moving like around the city, but we continue living here, like in some really calm places. And as you know, this city that is in Colombia is like one maybe known to you. Maybe I know that I should have like the accent, the English accent for someone from Colombia and someone from Medellin. Also, from this place, we have really beautiful women and also really hard worker people. You can know the city because of the Eternal Spring city, also the Festival of the Flowers, or also for bad things. But as a society, we have a lot of good things, bad things. The idea is to show you the best ones and the best one that I have to offer. So also, this is a place, one of the most recent places for digital nomads. So it could be like some place that you could know. So that's the first thing. And the other thing is that I live in my house, 2-floor house. We have a gym, we have like a table for dinner, for lunch. We lunch all together. We have like different kind of spaces here, but I live with my father, I live with my mother, and my brother traveled like 3 years ago to Canada. So we were 4 of us, but nowadays we're just 3, and I really like to be spending time with them. My brother decided to go to make a master in Canada, so that's like the reason. That was the first step. The second step in the video is just to tell you why I'm here. So the main reason is because this is going to be in a new adventure. It's not the first, it's not going to be the last one, but I have a lot of things to offer and I have a lot of things that I want to know, that I want to learn. So at some point I consider this like a program that is the work and travel program that is like a fair trade to you, to me. The idea is to make that trade fair, as I was saying. Like offering my abilities, they're going to talk about that in a moment. But I just want, as I was saying, to show you a good image of my people, even mainly about me. I want to test me. I want to learn about you. I want to learn a lot of things, seriously. I want to offer value. Even I'm studying an MBA, and in a subject we're like learning that it's better offering value than even just only profits. So that's the intention. In many kind of ways, I can do it like in a social way, in the job, in a mindset, in leadership, things like that. Also, I want to like get better in my language. So some people here can tell me that I have a good English even in work, but I know that I have a lot of things to improve. And I just want to go to test myself in a place where the only language that I have to use is English, because I really like languages. And English is the one that I've been practicing the most since I was like 11 years old. I want to have more fluent. Also, because of the opportunity, this is a really good opportunity, being serious with you. I'm not maybe the youngest participant. I'm 25. I like close to the limit of the age. But at the same time, I'm like have my feet on the floor in the ground, and I'm really clear with what I want to try, what I want to test for myself. So I want to grow up. I want to reach new goals, new tops. With that idea, right now, I want to build a road, a path to have like more perspective that I know that I don't have here, even I have been out of the country. But I know that a lot of things are going to change me while I'm working and traveling, as the programs just says. Even I want to have things for my life to be like in a profile, to be a traveler, a storyteller, and even if I could like assistant for tourists for some yeah family members and things like that, or just for some friends, or maybe if someone from there want to come here, that's like one of the projects. Then I want to talk to you about my abilities and how I can offer you value, this shared value between you and me. So this is the third step of the video. And the main thing is that first, what I'm not like scary, I'm not nervous, I'm not shy, but at the same time, I know that I'm not a clown. I'm not the one that is going to be making love all the partners in job, because I know that I'm calm, I'm quiet, even I'm really rational. Even I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't party as some years ago because I'm at this point 25. My mindset is just put in other kind of activities like to just enjoy living. So that just changed, and that's going to help me in job. I know that. Also, not like related with instant gratification. I'm more related with like a long-term gratification, because in the experiences that I've had already, that's what I understood on myself. What I know that I am is that I'm healthy, I'm really helpful. I am also kind of careful because I know risk because of the career that I studied. So I have certain kind of abilities. If I can like tell you the main ones that I want to use, is that I'm proactive, I am diverse, I am curious, I am hard worker, a fast learner, agreeable also. I think that you can feel that for me. And I don't really like a person that like complaining, because as I was saying, I prefer the long-term gratification. So I understand that sometimes you must do things just because you must do it. So that's one thing. And for that reason, I even take care of my body for that, for certain kind of activities. As you can see, I want to give you support in any kind of activity. I'm not going to complain. I really like to put all my abilities on what I'm doing, and the reason why, because I have been living different kind of things, so I understand different position, the position of a leader, the position of a resource, a human resource that is like dealing with different kind of tasks, and the main objective is that everything works, for example. So I know that I'm not the youngest, but I could be like, or I have certain kind of clearness of the activities that I want to do. So I'm going to be supporting any kind of activities. Also, about leadership, I know that I'm a leader since I was a kid, but I don't really understand in job that I have been working on that if a person has more experiences than me, even more, is more qualified for certain kind of activity, and he or she is my leader, I'm going to understand that. And in that position, what I want is to learn about that person and get better. Even at some point, to be the leader. Or if I go into a place and I know and that I have the abilities to be the leader, that's what I'm going to do. Also, my objective, as I was saying, is to know a lot of things that you're doing. So I'm going to explain you that I want to know people, I know about businesses, I want to know about cultures, food, languages. I'm really open to that. And I really offered to show you like how are my manners, even, or my weight. I think there is a better word for that. So for that, I know that it's a teamwork at the end, and that's what I'm offering. So let's go to the next step. I don't want to be this video to be really long. That's not the intention to be like boring to you. So now that you have my skills, I want to tell you about how I got those skills. So the first thing is that I got those skills because I was investing my time, not just my free time, all my time, in certain kind of activities. Like I have grown up. Meanwhile, I was comparing myself with myself, just that, not with other person. I just tested me with my abilities because like my mindset is to achieve the best Oscar that I could in my life. So sometimes I have this kind of imagination of like a sculpture, and I'm just working on the sculpture, and that sculpture is me. So in the studies, obviously, I made the school, but then I present myself to the best university of the country, and I passed, and I made a bachelor on electrical engineer there. That was amazing, a really good experience. When I finished that, I started working, but I continue today studying a lot of different things, like different kind of courses, or even, as I mentioned, I am studying an MBA in the same university. So I understand that I'm really technical and really academic, but I want to improve other kind of abilities because I really like them. So I'm studying an MBA, but I'm really close to the IT sector, so programming and things like that. I did some courses about that, about soft skills. Yeah, that's about studies. Now about jobs. I started working at like 14 or 16 years old. Obviously with my family, they gave me the opportunity to that. At the beginning, I was working at a store warehouse, then as a cashier, also. Then I was working in this company related with electrical engineer. I was doing design, so at that point start like the office kind of job, as I was saying, job in other kind of jobs, like without being professional. So then I passed to the tech sector, and like being specific to the fintech, financial tech sector. And I'm working I've been working with Salesforce, customer services, pre-sales, operation, post-sales, because I'm working with a company that is from Puerto Rico. Its name is Evertech. Even I know that they bought an enterprise here that is named Place to Pay, that is a payment gateway. So you can relate that with PayPal or Stripe, for example. That's the kind of job that I'm working on. My specific chart is as a pre-sales specialist. So I have a really good job at this point of my life. Even, yeah, like a little bit of context in Colombia, and like in the top of jobs that I could have with my age. So that's something good. That's a result of my effort, of all these things, of all this mindset that I was talking about. And that's the idea. That's the idea. So even at some point, I was being struggling for that because I was like working, studying even. And also once I was working, studying, and trying to make a business. So I was like an entrepreneur, something like that. But from that experience, I learned that I must stay like in a better balance. So that was some years ago, and all those was experiences that I learned and that I applied today in my life. Obviously, that's the idea. So then I want to talk about hobbies, because those are related with like what I'm doing this right now. And these hobbies, it's a long list to be sure. It's like, okay, dancing. I dance salsa, merengue, bachata, so I can teach you if you want any kind of trouble. Also, I really like gym, and I have like kind of objective with all these hobbies. So once to make a presentation, dancing with a partner, something really cool, maybe specifically with bachata. Also in the gym, I want to like bench press 100 kilograms, like in a squat 150 kilograms, and maybe in deadlift 200 kilos. So I'm half of the way, but I'm going with that. Also, I really like different kind of courses that are really like a foundation for me, like cooking. I really want to try bartending. Yeah, it could be useful on parties or just with friends or private parties with the loved ones. Also, like something with health. I consider that I should know like a little bit of how taking care of a I don't know baby, an old person because of my parents, things like that. Driving car and riding bikes, really like that. Just hanging out with my babe. So last year I bought my own car, my own motorcycle because at some point I signed 16 that I got my license. My father just when he considered that we were ready, my brother and I, he let us take the car and the motorbike. But I have some kind of accidents, but I learned a lot about that. I just was a teenager. So what I have more, let me check because it's kind of long list. But that's like the main things. Even maybe talk about that I'm really interested in topics like related with the banks, financial, businesses, project management. So for that reason, I'm studying what I'm studying. I'm doing what I'm doing, like searching for opportunities because this is an opportunity, a really good opportunity. Yeah, what else? Real estate, for example. I'm buying a house with my dad. Yeah, as you can see, I spend my time studying. I like studying those kind of topics in my career. I really like to be with my family. I'm like a really family man, young man. At this point, I'm spending time with my parents, but I want to build my own family. That's like the main purpose of my life. But that depends on finding a right person. So we're just in the process. Also, I want like to organize a lot of things of myself. So I even have like certain kind of models of how to organize time, how to organize finances, my own finances. And with all that, I started like building, yeah, stuff, projects with my own, or maybe with my girlfriend, or maybe with my best friends, or maybe with my parents. So this is like result of this. So now we're finishing like the more long parts, and now I want to talk like even about all those things. I answer you the why, I answer you why I have these kind of skills, and answer you my profile. Why if I have all those things, I want to go there. I want to work with you. And the thing is that I really understand, like after 4 years working like in the jobs that are really close to my career, that that's great. That's amazing. And I know how to get that. I have the experience, even I have more skills today than 4 years ago. But I don't have any kind of skills in other kind of activities. I have traveled a lot. Like inside the hobbies, I have been traveling. Even the majority of travel or important travels that I had is like they are recent from last year until today. The first travel that I made going out of the country was to Europe. That was a gift for my father and my mother, and we go through Spain, France, also the city Czech Republic. I think that is the correct way to say it. Netherlands, Italy, Germany, and yeah, that was like all. And after that first trip, I know that I really love my country. I really love my people, but I really love knowing new things to have like a better view of the world because now you are like citizens of the world, not only from Colombia. I know that my passport is from Colombia, but I know that you are understanding my idea. So last year, for some reason, for some projects that the result was really well, I was in Qatar on the FIFA World Cup for men, and some weeks ago I was in Australia for the FIFA World Cup for women, and that was amazing. I really love it. I really love knowing people, and that's the thing that I have never been in the position like I was in the House in Sydney, buying a ticket in the other side, in the side of the girl that was selling me the ticket. Sorry for that. And I want to have the experience. And I know my skills that I'm really good at it. So I want to try it. Because if I consider how money it means to have these kind of experiences, not just going for tourists, going for working with people from that country or and other countries, that's what I consider to have a really high value for me. So for that reason, it's important. And yeah, if you just want to know more about me, this is the final part. And if I can organize myself and my time and my activities, I want to make another video. This is the first video just to tell you. So I haven't made an edition for it. It's going to be the first time. But I hope to have another video. I really want to have an interview with you if you are really interested, like to share experiences and things like that. So for that reason, maybe if I have time, I'm going to make another video, but I have prepared like different kind of photos that show you like all this process, the places that I've been, the things that I just do in my life, and that's it. Yeah. So if this is working well, give me a sec. I must kind of say goodbye, like I think that right now. So thank you very much, and see ya.